So you clicked on this video because you want to save $1,000. And let's be honest, when we scroll on Instagram, we scroll on YouTube, we see how to save 5K, how to save 10K, how to save even 100K. But people aren't breaking down how to save 1,000. And I don't know why, because you literally need to get from 1,000 to 5 to 10 to 100. So why are they skipping the first step, $1,000? Now, saving $1,000 does seem hard, especially if you never had $1,000 sitting in your account all at once. So in this video, I'm gonna break down some steps that you can apply today and an actual breakdown, step by step, dollar by dollar, that you can apply. So let's get started and let's go. Okay, for this example, I'm gonna be pretty conservative and say we're making $15 an hour. That's not too high and it's not too low. If you make anywhere in between, just adjust the numbers that work for you. But let's say we make $15 an hour and we're gonna save 5%. This is the low end one, so bear with me. And now in this scenario, we are college students, so we don't go to work that often and we only work 20 hours a week. That right there would take us around, let me see, 15 months to get where we need to be, which is $1,000. That's a long time, so we need to speed up the process. So we could work a little more hours or we can save more. Let's go with working a little more hours. Now let's say we go to school, but we're on top of our stuff and we work 40 hours a week. That right there is gonna take 8 months. So it did cut the time in about half, but 8 months to save $1,000 is ridiculous. So let's get on top of our stuff and bump up the money even more. But I'm still gonna be realistic because I know how life gets. So bear with me, we're still making $15 an hour, but this time instead of saving just 5%, we're saving 10%. Let's see how long it's gonna take us to get to our goals now. Now in this scenario, we're a college student and we're only working the 20 hours, but since we're saving 10%, this time it's only gonna take us 8 months as well. So literally slashes the time in half from the last scenario. But like I said, we wanna save money faster, so we're gonna try a different approach and we're gonna work 40 hours and we're still gonna be on top of our school stuff and blah, blah, blah. This right here would take you 4 months if you work 40 hours a week and you're saving 10% of your income on a $15 an hour paycheck. Just do your own math and do your own breakdown for what works for you. I'm just giving a vague general answer on how to save 1,000. So now that we know how long it will take and how much we would need to save and how long it would get there, let's see if we can save money in other ways that would help us get to our goals quicker. Because honestly, 4 months, 8 months, 16 months, that's way too long. We need to save money today. So I'm gonna break down some tips that you can apply today that can help you save your first 1,000 a little quicker, because once you make your first 1,000, the next come easier. So let's go. Okay, in these scenarios, we're still a college student, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. But the first step is to just skip eating out. And I'm not saying stop it entirely. Let's say we spend 20 bucks eating out every week, right? That right there, that's 20 bucks is gone down the drain, you'll never see again. But you're still kind of conflicted because you want to hang out with your friends, but you don't want to sit at the table and not eat anything, right? So let's do this. Instead of saying yes every time when they're like, let's go to Chipotle, let's go to Panda Express, let's go to the cafe down the street, let's do this. 1 week we say yes, and then next week we just say no. And when the week we say no, we take that 20 bucks and then we just save it. So now we're 20 bucks closer to our goal. And you're still not missing out and you don't have FOMO. So just skip every other meal. I did talk about this one in my last video, but this tip is saving your money from subscriptions. You just cancel the subscriptions you aren't using or you don't necessarily need at the moment, and you can do it out. Like I canceled 2 or 3 subscriptions in the last month. That's saving me 30 something bucks right now. And if you want to be extra frugal, I could personally never do this, but there's some subscriptions you are using that you can just cancel. Like if you have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus and all that, you might want to just cancel 1, 2, boom, boom, boom. And now you're only left with 1 subscription. And then you can find your video streaming services somewhere else. I don't promote illegal websites. I'm just saying. Same thing with music. I use Spotify. I can never cancel Spotify, but it is getting taxi. It is getting taxi. If you wanted to be super frugal, you can save money elsewhere. You can just use one of those free music apps and blah, blah, blah. But I couldn't, because there's no way I'm gonna get on the aux. And then they try to use my little music app and then they see I got some bootlegged fake music on. But that's just me. If you guys do what you need to do to get to your goal. And for the last tip, this one is kind of vague in general, but it's just taking the time to sit down and look at your finance to see where can you save an extra $1 or $2. Because I promise those dollars do add up and it'll get you closer to your goals. So now it might not take you 4 months, it might not take you 3 months, it might even take you 2 months because you cut out all the nonsense you didn't need. And with that being said, this is the end of the video because I'm not gonna add too much fluff and too much nonsense you don't need. I'm just gonna add the core structure that you need to save $1,000 and some few tips that can help you get closer to your goals. Because how can you save 5,000, 10,000, even 100,000 if you can't even save one? With that being said, my name is Fed. Go do something nice for your peoples today, and I catch y'all boys on the flip side. Peace.